public scan.
On August 23, 1984, Aekta Shith was born in the small southern town of Marietta, Georgia, where she spent most of her childhood. Growing up, Aekta was a little shy, but she always managed to perform for the camera. Aekta had a southern and often traditional upbringing. Her friends and family described her as the perfect Southern belle. As she got older, she found she was no longer a shy girl. Aekta loved to perform, especially in front of an audience, and especially if they were going to take her picture, for which she would later charge them a small fee. Her new sense of adventure had her thinking about her future. She had always had one particular dream, and if she wanted it to come true, now was the time.
Growing up, Aekta was such a sweet Southern belle. She would go to debutante classes, wear really cute dresses, and then I don't know what happened.
She wanted to be a rapper, and if growing up in Atlanta taught her anything, it's that she needed a new rap name, Aeklock.
Aeklock? That was her rap name? None of us expected that. But I guess when you look back, the signs were always there.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on them things like every day.
Aekta's parents reacted to their daughter's new career path.
We were scared.
We don't know what's going to be happening. I want her to be a doctor.
Not to be a doctor today.
But it was Nicki Minaj's footsteps Aeklock wanted to follow, so she dropped her first album, Aeklock and Getting Richer. She was an instant success, landing covers such as Billboard magazine. She soon found herself on stage performing with other rappers such as Nicki Minaj and transforming into a star in her own right. She especially loved all the adoration from the fans.
Pretty woman, won't you pardon me, pretty woman, I couldn't help but see, pretty woman.
Following the success of her first album, Aeklock decided to drop her second album, Aeklock, Mo Rupees, Mo Problems. However, the album was a huge flop and Aekta found herself sad. She contemplated what her next step would be. Then she remembered what good friend and fellow rapper Kanye West said about Chicago being the greatest city in the world. So she put on her shoes and ran to catch the next bus to Chicago. Upon arriving in Chicago, she enrolled herself as a pharmacy student at the infamous Midwestern University and immediately started her new career as a pharmacy student. Meanwhile, in the Bollywood capital of the world, a star was born. Jimit Aekta was born November 11, 1983. Unlike Aekta, Jimit was never a shy kid. He loved the attention from the very beginning and always knew he wanted to be a star. He never had any trouble posing for the cameras.
I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
I think it was hair.
Jimit knew he wanted to be a Bollywood star, so he made a portfolio of himself with his headshots. And sent it in to his childhood icon, actor Amitabh Bachchan. Mr. Bachchan recognized Jimit's star power and his love for hair, so he immediately placed him in a billboard for the Indian hair product Bijal. Mr. Bachchan spoke on his decision to cast Jimit.
That, it's a little risky. Perhaps it invites a lot of introspection and a lot of questioning, but I'm quite comfortable with it.
However, Jimit still felt unfulfilled. His true love was dance, and he had been practicing his whole life to act and dance in a Bollywood film. After he landed a small dance role in a movie, Mr. Bachchan cast him in a now famous film, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, which skyrocketed Jimit's career. Here, a clip of a famous dance scene from the movie. Jimit Aekta was a Bollywood star, But he had larger aspirations. He thought now that he had made it big in Bollywood, he would set his sights on being the next Leonardo DiCaprio of Hollywood, so he caught the next flight out to Hollywood, California. Hollywood's success did not come so easily. He took part in a few small roles such as Prisoner Number 7 in The Shawshank Redemption. His next role was in the big-budget Shanghai Noon, where he played Cowboy Number 5. In his next role, Jimit thought he made it big when he was cast in the popular movie Ocean's 11 as the unofficial 12th man. His co-stars, however, did not feel the same sentiment about his success. Co-stars Brad Pitt and George Clooney spoke to cameras about working with Jimit.
He's a very difficult actor. I want to be positive. I want to find some good to say, and he is a professional. He's very dedicated to his craft. But
thank you.
It's tedious on the rest of us. It's difficult because there's tantrums. There's things are thrown.
Well, but there are good reasons for those tantrums. One of them there was a good reason for it.
And we deal.
Okay.
We deal
it's
with
fair.
it.
It's fair.
Well, I'm just glad the movie's over.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
We did shoot a movie, didn't we?
There was a film shot, yes.
Jimit was sad when he realized he wasn't going to make it as a Hollywood actor. He didn't know what his next move would be. He happened to wander into the nearby Walgreens. It was there he first did his happy dance as he quickly realized what he was meant to be, a Walgreens pharmacist. So he flew to Chicago, the home of Walgreens, and enrolled in the Chicago College of Pharmacy at Midwestern University. This is where he first met Aekta, who didn't quite know what to think of this former Bollywood star. But after seeing that he was street and sharing a common love for dancing and performing, Aekta called her parents to let them know she had found her match. Ekta's parents' first impressions of Jimit.
There's so much hair.
Ekta's parents loved Jimit. It was hard to find one without the other. And like all power couples, they had their disagreements. Specifically about where to eat dinner. But in the end, Jaekta was the real deal.
She was a rapper and he was a Bollywood star. It was a match made in heaven.
We are so happy that we met Jimit. Right?
We are glad that they get along with fine and do good in their life.
Anyway, Jimit, we welcome Aekta in your life and our family life, like Foxy family, and we wishing you all the best in your future life, and we wish you God receive all your happiness and everything in your life with Aekta.